Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. I just wanted to go over something that kind of gets brought up a lot in the course of training people, and that's different rates of fat loss and weight loss and how people progress. Now, I understand that, it's more of a calories in, calories out, calories burned as far as exercise goes, as opposed to food choice. That's a given. I understand that as far as metabolism and everything is involved, as long as macronutrients are hit. Fat loss, regardless of if a carb comes from a Twinkie or from a baked potato, will be the same. However, what I will address today is in a quick topic, which is rare for me, is how people lose fat and not to get discouraged by it. Now, there are the people who are just, and this is a majority, I've trained thousands of people, coached thousands of people throughout my career, which means A, I have a lot of clients and I have had a lot of clients, and B, I'm really fucking old. So here's the deal. Some people will lose fat at a great, steady, linear rate, be it 1 to 2 pounds a week over the course of a diet, regardless of how lean they get. And, well, of course, until they hit that 4 to 5%, contest prep body fat. And that's it. They'll be very consistent, very easy. And with monitoring and adjusting their cardio, exercise as far as weight training goes, and macronutrients and overall calories consumed, they will maintain the fat loss. Now, that also goes for gaining. There are some people that as you adjust and you adjust as needed, you'll pretty much make an adjustment, boom, and they'll gain that 0.5 to 1 pound a week, which is I recommend in gaining, and losing 1 to 2 pounds a week when dieting. Now, then you have the other guy, and I remember years ago when Alberto Nunez was prepping, he's like, bro, it's about to get nasty, because he was stuck, regardless of, monitoring and adjusting his macronutrient intake, he was stuck at a certain weight, and then boom, overnight he literally lost 3 or 4 pounds. And that's with constantly adjusting. It's not like he just went from 3,000 calories to 2,000 calories. Excuse me. It's that he constantly adjusted, and then boom, he finally made that movement. Now, I've also been, I'm the kind of guy, I'll lose both ways, and a lot of people will be a hybrid of the two. But I have one client who literally, as I increased his calories by 40 grams of carbs here, 10 grams of fat there, 10 grams of protein there, his cardio's already decreased as much as I want to decrease it, where he literally was stuck at like 182. And then all of a sudden, he went to 185, 187, and 189 with literally less than a 300 to 400 calorie increase. Now, why that happens, and I'm sure there's a plethora of scientific reasons as to how people do it and how people adjust. And the thing I'm going to point to is that the body is not a textbook. And that's why I don't believe in meal plans or, oh, well, everybody needs low carb, or everybody needs this, or everybody needs that. I do believe that different people digest things differently, and a good coach, like what I do, I'd say I'm a good coach. I have the results to prove it. And people go, well, where are your results, dude? I don't exploit my clients. I'll just tell you this. Out of the people I coached, I can't even fit on 2 hands the amount of people I've turned pro in various organizations. Hell, I believe it's probably close to in the triple digits now over the years. I mean, I've been doing this for over 10 years. I bet you about 5 to 15 people a year have gotten their pro card in various divisions, figure, physique, as well as people who compete as pros. But again, the only client you guys really see, because she's an athlete, 2 of them, is not even a client, but people I help coach, is Kara and Alyssa, because they're part of, they're out there and they're representing MTS. But as far as everybody else, I don't exploit them unless they specifically ask to, or if it's something that I'm so proud of them, I ask their permission, but I don't exploit it. So what a good coach will do is adjust literally daily. I get daily reports from all of my clients, is adjust daily and adjust to what their body's doing. Because again, one might think that they're carb intolerant, so to speak. I don't even know if that's a word that exists. I believe some people just have really fucked up metabolisms. If a person is carb intolerant, one prep, they might gain 2 to 3 pounds of lean mass in the off season, and the next prep they're able to handle much more carbohydrate. So a coach should not give you a meal plan and have even a weekly check-in. I believe a daily check-in is necessary at least 2 times a week, because again, the body adjusts. Like, you can't say, oh, well, for example, when Alyssa got her pro card over a year ago, her prep and her caloric needs were so much different than they are now, and she'll probably get on stage leaner, probably weighing 5 to 7 pounds more because the work she put in the off season. So, I mean, you know, when you're a younger competitor, there are, I mean, I'm not going to call it newbie gains, but you will get more gains, so to speak, on average. Now, there's always an outlier, you know, but you will get more gains than someone who's been in the game a longer time. So while she's in her early 20s, she can still accrue muscle mass with hardcore training and you know, obviously stringent diet, where she's increasing her calories, taking time off, enjoying herself in the off season, yet still having some semblance of order, where she increased her calories and made good gains and didn't, you know, take 10 weeks off of training. So, I mean, there is that difference. So I could say, well, I know what works for her. I did know what worked for her last season, and I'm still learning day to day, up to the day of the show, what works for her. No 2 preps are the same. And I understand that most of you don't or will never compete. And most of my clients, people go, oh, do you only prep competitors? No, 9 out of 10 of my clients will never and have never competed. They're just people looking to better themselves and incorporate a healthy lifestyle. And that's what I try to do with my plans. Not even a plan, but coaching. It's coaching, because a plan is when somebody gives you a piece of paper that says, here's what you do. What mine is, it's a very fluid program where every day we're adjusting things. I'm not saying that we're going to overcomplicate things, and I'm not saying that there isn't any copy and paste involved, because there's only so much you can do with macronutrients and training. However, everything is adjusted daily per that individual's needs. So, this is supposed to be a quick video. I'm already 7 minutes into it. Fuck, I suck at not talking. So here's the bottom line. What you're looking at is linear results over weeks, not just a week. So if you don't lose 1 to 2 pounds 1 week, don't worry. It most likely will even out at the end, and you will end up reaching your goal. Some people just take longer to lose weight. That's why even if you're under 15% body fat, I recommend 20 to 24 weeks of dieting in order to prep. And again, my prep's different. You know, Doug's the same way. He entered his show lean last time. Doug Miller, he still gave himself over 20 weeks to get into shape, even though he wasn't out of shape, because he wanted to allow slow, you know, fat loss to ensure he keeps the gains that he, you know, got in his 5 years off. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you listening. Bottom line is, whatever your rate of fat loss, at the end of the day, if you adhere to monitoring and adjusting your macronutrients as time goes on, it will work. And also, I'm going to post the links below to my Fat Loss Factor book, as well as my Get Huge in 12 Weeks book, because those explain how to adjust your calories as you go, and whether bulking or cutting, and I think that'll help you all a lot. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because making gains, but not panicking because you didn't lose weight that 1 week. It's not a game.